Lahat ng drama, lahat ng tawanan, lahat ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masang Lamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. Kool FM. You are listening to Kool FM, live from Kool Studios. This is koolNews at noon.
Good afternoon, and welcome to koolNews at noon. At least 164 have been stranded in Carriacor and Masbate ports at 8 a.m. Wednesday, July 24, due to Typhoon Karina. The Office of Civil Defense OCD Bicol said most stranded passengers were in Pasacao Port, where 110 of them and 4 rolling cargoes were not permitted to travel. Meanwhile, 54 passengers through Masbate were also recorded by OCD. 50 passengers were in Mobo Town, while 2 were stranded each in Aroroy and San Jacinto on Ticao Island. No tropical cyclone wind signal was raised over Carriacor and Masbate, but sea travel in these 2 provinces were cancelled due to inclement weather. As of 5 p.m. on Tuesday, the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Service Administration (PAGASA) lifted its tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 on the northern portion of Catanduanes in the region. At least 97 passengers in Tacubacao City in Albay, where 8 were stranded on Tuesday, July 20, but they were able to travel to Catanduanes when trips resumed on Wednesday morning. Typhoon Karina further intensified on Wednesday morning and is expected to make landfall in Taiwan in the afternoon or evening, the State Weather Bureau said. As of 11 a.m., Karina was last spotted 345 kilometers northeast of Itbayat, Batanes. It was packing maximum sustained winds of 165 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 205 kilometers per hour, according to the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration. Karina is forecast to steadily intensify and may reach its peak intensity prior to its landfall over Taiwan due to favorable environment, PAGASA's advisory read. According to PAGASA's track forecast, the typhoon will cross the rugged terrain of Taiwan and exit the Philippine area of responsibility on Wednesday or Thursday morning. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 2 was raised over Batanes, while tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 was up in Babuyan Islands, the northern portion of Cagayan, and the northern portion of Ilos Norte. As you can see in my office right now, it's already raining hard here. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Malabon residents said the floodwaters in the city almost reached the 2nd floor of their houses as of Wednesday morning. Former Malabon Mayor Antol Oreta III shared Facebook posts of residents asking for help, particularly votes for evacuation. So you're gonna read the post here, what we just retrieved here. So this is their address, which I'm not going to say for privacy reasons. Pa-rescue din po may isang buntis, 7 bata, 2 senior, tapos 4 na parent. Malapit na po sa 2nd floor yung tubig, need po as soon as possible. So you can see this is coming from Malapal resident that they're urgently asking for help right now because the raining right here in my area and all around the areas of Metro Manila are making a heavy rain right now. and I can only expect the flooding is going to get worse. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, you can hear the rain here, right? You can hear the rain, right? I can hear a rain on my area. Yeah, I can hear the rain on my area. Okay. A driver died. A driver died, and another one was injured. After two vehicles was injured after after two vehicles collided Tuesday along the diversion road, which motorists called the Killer Highway in Atimonan, Quezon. Quezon police reported on Wednesday that an Isuru tractorhead driven by Jolibert Santos lost its brakes around 5 p.m. while negotiating a descending section of the diversion route in Barangay Santa Catalina. The wayward vehicle, loaded with steel bars, consequently rammed into an ongoing authority refrigerated van driven by Jefferson Ibarrola. Ibarrola suffered fatal injuries and died on the way to Dona Matam Memorial District Hospital in the town center. Santos' helper, Romar Carrito, also suffered injuries and was still confined for further treatment. Alright, let's now get into what we call international business news now, as according to Ireland's Central Statistics Office, data centers consume 21% of all metered electricity consumption in 2023, up from 5% in 2015 and 80% in 2022. For the first time, that exceeded electricity consumption in our urban homes, 18% in 2023, down from 19% the previous year. Rural households accounted for 10%. The results come from with increasingly heated debate in Ireland around the energy needs of data centers which house computer storage facilities. Concerns are rising around the pressure these centers put on the electricity grid, especially as demand accelerates due to breakthroughs in artificial intelligence. Earlier this year, Ireland's grid operator EirGrid predicted the emergence of looming electricity supply chain challenges for Ireland this decade, in part due to growth of demand driven by large energy users and data centers. By 2028, data centers are projected to consume nearly 30% of Ireland's electricity, according to an International Energy Agency report published in January. Tech giants such as Google, Meta, Amazon, and TikTok already operate some of the more than 80 data centers in Ireland, with several expansions or new facilities in the pipeline. Ireland's boom in data center and tech companies has been powered by its policy of low corporate taxation. And finally, in international news for real this time, not related to business, U.S. Secret Service Director Kimberly Chattel resigned on Tuesday, a day after acknowledging that the agency had failed in its mission to prevent an assassination attempt against Donald Trump. Chattel was facing bipartisan calls to step down after a 20-year-old gunman wounded the former Republican president and current White House candidate at the July 13 campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. It is overdue. She should have done this at least a week ago, Mike Johnson, the Republican Speaker of the House of Representatives, told reporters. I am happy to see that she has heeded the calls of both Republicans and Democrats. President Joe Biden thanked Chettle for her nearly 3 decades in the Secret Service and said she had selflessly dedicated and risked her life to protect our nation throughout her career. We all know that what happened that day can never happen again. Biden said in a statement, he said he would appoint a new director soon. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas said that Secret Service Deputy Director Ronald Rowe, a 34-year veteran of the agency, would serve as acting director until a replacement is named for Chittle. Reacting to her resignation, Trump wrote on Truth Social, the Biden-Harris administration did not properly protect me, and I was forced to take a bullet for democracy. It was my great honor to do so. Shetler appeared before a congressional committee on Monday and said the attack on Trump represented the most significant operational failure of the Secret Service in decades, a reference to 1981 shooting of Ronald Reagan. Both Republicans and Democrats called on Shetler to resign during the dense House hearing. She drew the ear of lawmakers from both parties by refusing to provide specific details about the attack, citing the existence of multiple active investigations. The gunman opened fire on Trump with an airstyle as of rifle just minutes after he began speaking at the campaign event. Perched on the roof of a nearby building, he was shot dead by a Secret Service sniper less than 30 seconds after firing the first of 8 shots. Chitwell said the Secret Service was alerted 2 to 5 times ahead of the attack about a suspicious individual at the rally, but was unable to locate him before he opened fire. Investigators have concluded that the gunman, who lived in a town about 50 miles or 80 kilometers from Butler, acted alone and have not been able to identify any strong ideological or political leanings. 2 rally attendees were seriously wounded in the attack, and a 50-year-old Pennsylvania firefighter was shot dead. Trump's Republican said over the weekend that the Republican candidate sustained a gunshot wound on his right ear. The bullet passed, coming less than a quarter of an inch from entering his head, and struck the top of his right ear, ex-White House President Ronnie Jackson said. Chandler served as a Secret Service agent for 27 years before leaving in 2021 to become the head of security for PepsiCo in North America. She was named to head the agency by Biden in 2022. Okay, just before we head into commercial break, I will be showing you the live footage of the what's happening in our area right now. Let me just grab the camera. Real quick. If it's lagging, and for whatever reason it's lagging as it's trying to load here, so yeah, I'm trying to get it to work. If we're not getting anything, well, we will have to save it for our time, which is definitely not doing anything. Okay, anyways, it is now 40 minutes after 12, and koolNews at noon will be right back. Welcome back to koolNews at Noon. Classes at all levels in both public and private schools in Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, and Rizal Province were suspended on Wednesday, July 24 due to bad weather brought by Typhoon Karina and southwest monsoon. The declarations were made by Governors John Vic Remula of Cavite, Ramil Hernandez of Laguna, Hermilando Mandanas of Batangas, and Rebecca Winares of Rizal. The announcements were posted on Hernandez and Winares' respective Facebook pages and public information offices of Cavite and Batangas. Classes in Cavite have already been suspended since Monday. In his order, Hernandez also advised the public to follow the instructions from the local government if evacuation from your areas is necessary. The Batangas PIO also suspended seminars, conference, meetings, and similar activities until further notice. The suspension of classes and government activities was made upon the assessment and recommendation of the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council PDRRMC, Vice Governor Mark Leveste, and sangkuning ang panglalawigan members, the PIO said. Employees, and all workers are strongly and seriously advised to take most prudent measures to protect the welfare of their families, life, health, and properties, it said. Work in government offices in Rizal Province was also suspended on Wednesday. To ensure the safety of the staff, work in government offices throughout the province is also suspended, except for offices related to the provision of basic and health services, disaster or emergency preparedness response, and other essential services, Winares announced in a post on her Facebook page. Winares cited the red heavy rainfall warning from the Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration as the basis for the work suspension order. Red is the most intense and dangerous of all heavy rainfall warnings. It means flooding, flooded and unpassable roads and life-threatening landslides, particularly in hazardous areas. Cavite City Mayor Denver Chua also suspended work in local government offices except for offices involved in disaster response, relief operations, health, and peace and order. The Marikina River is now under third alarm. Excuse me. With forced evacuation set to be carried out, the local government said Wednesday morning. The city government's public information office reported that the river's water level reached 80 meters at 10 a.m. The water is still continuously rising as it now reached 18.5 meters as of 10:56 a.m. Typhoon Karina is enhancing the southwest monsoon or Habagat, which is forecast to trigger heavy rains in Metro Manila and many parts of Luzon, according to the State Weather Bureau. The Supreme Court on Wednesday suspended all in work in all courts in Metro Manila due to inclement weather and flooding caused by Typhoon Karina. Work is suspended in all courts in the National Capital Region today, July 24, 2024, due to inclement weather, the Supreme Court said on its Facebook page. Typhoon Karina is enhancing the southwest monsoon or habagat, which is forecast to trigger occasional rains in Metro Manila and many parts of Luzon, according to the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on Wednesday ordered all concerned agencies to extend swift assistance to those affected by Typhoon Karina and the southwest monsoon. Marcos made the pronouncement as heavy rain and flooding bothered and inundated several parts of the country on Wednesday, including Metro Manila. I have instructed all concerned agencies to provide swift assistance to all those affected by Typhoon Karina and the enhanced southwest monsoon, Marcos said in a post on X. He also announced that he will hold a situation briefing with the National Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council in the morning of the same day to assess the current situation and ensure that all necessary support is provided promptly and effectively. Marcos said 2.88 billion pesos worth of pre-position aid and around 4,500 personnel are already on standby for search, rescue, and retrieval operations. It looks like the rain in our area has stopped here for now, but we will continue to monitor the weather situations as we speak. Once again, the rain here in our area, which is Taguig, the rain is slight. It now has slight rains, and I don't see much of the rainfall right here. While the other areas will vary, so check with your local weather agency for details on that one. Podcast director. Alright, and finally, we will be closing off koolNews at noon with the code number coding scheme. As the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority suspended the expanded number coding scheme on Wednesday. The implementation of the expanded Unified Vertical Volume Reduction Program has been suspended today, July 24, following Manila suspension of working classes in all government offices and schools within Metro Manila due to the continuous rains caused by Typhoon Karina and southwest monsoon. Earlier on Wednesday, the Presidential Communications Office made the announcement on the suspension. In view of the forecasted continuous rainfall brought about by the southwest monsoon and Typhoon Karina, work in government offices and classes at all levels in the National Capital Region are hereby suspended at 5 a.m. today, July 24, 2024, as recommended by the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, the Presidential Communications Office said early Wednesday morning. It looks like our time could be up now, so that will be it for koolNews at noon. As always, you can get in touch with us at tvhthephilippines.news@gmail.com. And we will continue our coverage on Typhoon Karina later on koolNews at 4, as well as other newscasts such as koolNews at 6 and koolNews Prime Time at 9. Until then, I am Cairo, aka Asper, and I hope all of you are safe. And so yeah, stay safe everyone out there, and make sure to evacuate if anything goes wrong. So once again, stay safe out there, and we will see you later at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Goodbye for now.